Welcome, everyone, to the farm in Palo Alto, home to the Stanford Cardinal and to legends such as Elway, Luck, and McCaffrey, all of whom went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Stanford Cardinal. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. He thought about bringing that out for a half second. They'll bring it to the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Runs through the tackle. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the back. At the 45 on his way. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Across the 35. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, TCU. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense getting set for first down. They'll try it over the left side. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Stanford.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Brown wants to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Floats it out in space. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Looking to throw it again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. At the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
That makes the score TCU 14, Stanford 0.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He finds his man, and he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Stanford going back to work with another first down. He's looking to throw it. On the move, he fires. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, this quarterback is going to have to be precise with his timing and his accuracy. He's already thrown a pick. That one got swatted away, guys. We're only in the first quarter. These windows are tiny to throw into.
Got his man on the outside. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
dances away to buy time. He's got the back in the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Brown will throw it. It's complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this hop. With a first down.
You see it so much in college football when they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
At the 16-yard line. Brings up second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, TCU 14, Stanford 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Running back searching for a hole. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Do they have another third down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Brown wants to pass. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have, and it's blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball.
I don't care about plays. I don't care about yards. All I care about, did they get points? Could I blow my neck up when it mattered most? And how about the defense forcing the turnover? Doesn't matter that they gave up yards. Doesn't matter that they ran a bunch of plays. All that matters is they bowed up, found a way to turn the football over, and get it back to their offense.
He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Line gets set, first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
That's a really nice play on second down. I love the quarterback's read. I love that he kept it. Good offensive coordinators across college football, they have no problem repeating the same play over and over again if it's successful.
A run for the quarterback. That's a live ball. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. RPO complete to open the drive.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Brown will throw it. Gets it out quickly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Quick release by the QB. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Looking left. Makes a grab enough for the first. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He can just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Stanford!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
2nd down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Got his man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He makes a catch. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, TCU!
TCU.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here.
14.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Motion from the offense. Brown wants to pass. Gets it out fast. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Wants to throw on third down. He's right on target. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And a lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal-to-go situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the first down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the first down.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Brown will throw it. Swings it out to his running back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Brings up 2nd down.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Using the quick game. They get him down after he makes a catch. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
On 3rd down, going up top. Shakes off the tackle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were a nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it pay dividends on that 3rd down.
Hoping to pick up the first. Here comes Stanford on 4th down. Fast motion from the offense. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Got his man quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Trying to find his man on first down. Back open in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after that completion. The give from the gun. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's got his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
Stanford looking to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, TCU 21, Stanford 14.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Brown wants to pass. He caught it. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Dumps it to the back. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. Thought he had the huge play with the interception. Instead, nabbed for PI, and it'll be first down for this offense. Give to the running back. Bulls his way forward. It's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly complete. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to ULM. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Brown will throw it. Gets it to the back. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the running back. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Might as well give it to him again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This late in the game, 4th quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's 3rd down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
Fires downfield. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him and they convert. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the 1st down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver shows motion. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll try to run for it. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford!
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. So a drive there of 82 yards, and what a huge scoring extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being. Fires one high and deep. Caught at the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Palmer. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played tonight.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Fayetteville, and whoop, pig suey as the Arkansas Razorbacks are ready to take the field. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Razorbacks will boot it away to start the game. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Missouri's offense takes the field for the first time today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out...
Makes the catch on the left. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the air. It's Horn. He makes the connection. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out. Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Gets it out quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick. Got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Quick toss. On the move is the 30. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the RPO, complete. At midfield, he's got room. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put together big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking for a man. It's Horn. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Oh, and I love...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Arkansas. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterback.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. A really nice play.
Got it in the middle, it's Jones. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. He'll just keep slinging it. Fires to the wide out. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
This one's complete. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Green. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Got it in the middle. It's Anthony. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Between the uprights, it's good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. A rather inauspicious kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. So the kick goes out of bounds. And first down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. He slings it deep to the left. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. To the air, it's Horn. Quick strike complete. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. From the 22 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Tigers! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri! And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. And they thought about a return. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To throw, it's Green. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
They'll leave it with him. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick handoff. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's caught inside the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They get him on the ground, a 6-yard run in the red zone down to the 11.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Tigers! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. I know he thinks he can house every read. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense probably has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
Maybe just trying to get some breathing room to kick it away. Catch in the middle. It's Manning. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, quick throw, getting it out of the quarterback's hands fast. You can't take a sack, obviously, at this point in the game, and you're just trying to matriculate it as quickly as possible down the field to get into field goal range to try and give your team a chance to win.
Using the quick game. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Shoots it to the left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll immediately call timeout.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Looking downfield, it's Horn. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man downfield. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for them.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, where they have been calling the Hogs since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Razorbacks will kick it away first. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Missouri